Alright, so here we have the game of Architekton, and what you can do, you get it's kind of it's a tile laying game like Carcassonne or Cacao or something like that. And what you can do, you're going to get two different types of tiles. You're going to get building tiles, and you're going to get like scenery tiles or what have you, landscape tiles. So you're going to take all your tiles, you're going to mix them up, you're going to make a building. You're going to take 4 of the building tiles and you're going to stack them off to the side. You're going to take 4 landscape tiles and stack them off to the side, and those will be used when the final round is triggered, which is triggered by running out of tiles here. Alright, then you're going to take 3 tiles from the building section and place them face up, and 3 tiles from the landscape section and place them face up. And what you'll notice is the landscape tiles are all solid colors, whereas the building tiles have various types of landscapes connected to them. And then what you can do, you're going to take 2 landscape tiles and you're going to place them diagonally next to each other. And you're going to draft tiles, or not draft but really draw tiles, and place them into a map, and you're going to make it bigger. You can never place a landscape tile next to a landscape tile. You can only place building tiles next to landscape tiles, and you can never place a building tile next to a building tile. When you place a tile, at least one of the edges have to match up. So here I could place this here because these 2 edges match. These 2 don't, but that's okay because at least one of them does match. This could be rotated to a different way if you want. It doesn't have to be where the building's facing you. It could be that way if you want, or that way. Alright, however you want to do it. And whenever you place a building tile, you are going to take one of your little buildings here and place it on top. So we're going to start with this player here. You can draw any 2 tiles that you want. So he's going to look at the tiles. He sees that there is like rock or dirt or what have you here. And he's going to just go ahead and take this rock tile here, put a guy on it, or a house on it, and then he's going to take a forest tile and place it there. And so he made it so it matches. Now he couldn't place this tile here because they don't match. But had this tile been here, he could have then placed this tile here, because even though these don't match, it matches here. Whenever you place a tile, one side has to match. All right, but that's it, just one side. So he goes and he chooses to place the forest there, and now it's going to go to the red player's turn. And you're going to replenish the stack. So 1 landscape was used and 1 housing tile was used. So now the red has these options available to him. Let's say the red player chooses to place there 1 tile, so he's going to place a house there, and he gets to place 1 more tile, and let's say he places the field next to it. Alright, so then this gets replenished, so a building was used and landscape was used, so now it's going to be the beige or nude or what have you color's turn. And let's see, he is going to place a forest up here, and he's going to place I'll place this tile there, and he'll put a building on it. And next player's turn. Alright, he is going to place this tile here and put a building on it. And he's going to take the mountain and put it there. Alright, so you see what's happening here. This is going to get replenished. And whatnot. Now it's going to be the next player's turn. And what you're doing is you're trying to surround your home with tiles that match all 4 edges. So had this, let's say, this player had, let's say this building was here instead for this player. Alright, and let's say, I'm trying to find a water tile here. Let's say, alright, here's a water tile. Let's say there was a water tile to choose out here, and let's say it was the red player's turn. The red player could place this water tile here, because the water and water matches, and it helps him, but it makes this unmatching, and that's going to hurt this player. Because what happens is, when a building is surrounded on all four sides, then you're going to score the building. So this tile had originally been this. So let's say, alright, so let's say this water got placed here, and let's say this forest was placed here. Alright, because red matches on all four sides and they all match, he's going to get 1 point. And so he's going to take 1 point and add it to his stack. And you start with 1 point. And now let's say it was yellow's turn, and let's say yellow went like, or not yellow, but beige went like that. And let's say it was red's turn. Or things a bit, but let's say this was a scenario. I know it's red's turn, so red takes this tile and he places it here, and he puts a house on it. Alright, what he can do is he can then take a landscape tile, and let's say this one was available, and place it here. Alright, his building is not surrounded, but he just surrounded his opponent's building, and his opponent matches on 3 sides, but he doesn't match on 1 side. And that's actually going to cost him 1 point. If you have 1 side that's not matching, it's going to cost you a point. If you have 2 sides that aren't matching, it's going to cost you 3 points. And if 3 sides aren't matching, it's going to cost you 3 points. So you can kind of be aggressive in where you place things. You want to place them so they help you, but you can't place them so that they hurt your opponent. And so this is going to carry out. Play out the game here to kind of show you final scoring, but this situation just arose. So red is going to take, what was it? He was going to take this tile. Red was going to take this tile and place it here, hoping it doesn't get surrounded. But what he's going to do is he's going to then, because this matches here, he's going to place this tile here, which is going to hurt him. So he has 1, 2, 3 of the 4 matching, so now he's going to lose a point. So red's going to hope this doesn't get filled in, and he's looking and he sees there's not many tiles left, so the odds of it happening isn't likely, but it could happen. But anyway, it was an aggressive move that red was able to make. Alright, so it's the final move, and this is what red is going to do. He's going to take this brown landscape tile and place it here so that this is completely surrounded from a point, and then he's going to take this building here and he's going to set it right here and put his guy on it. And it's not going to, even though it doesn't match up because it's the final move of the game, he doesn't have to worry about this getting in close, because what happens now is when it's all over and everyone is finished, you're going to find first you're going to find any buildings that are only connected by 1 or 2 tiles and remove them. So this red building is connected by 1 or 2 tiles, so it's going to be removed. This is surrounded, 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 surrounded. These are all surrounded. That's got 3, 3, 3, surrounded, surrounded. This one up here, though, is not, so that's going to come off the board. So this is what the final state of the board looks like. Now, you're going to score a point for your longest connection of your longest chain of diagonally connected buildings. And these buildings here are all connected diagonally to each other, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Red has all of these are connected, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. If for some reason, this building had been over here with red on it, and there had been an ocean here and it was connected, so this wouldn't score into red's total because it's not connected diagonally to his largest chain. So we had 6 to 5, then you're going to count up the points you have from your buildings here, and whoever has the most points is going to win. And that's how the game pretty much plays out.